Hi guys, hi everyone, how are you? I'm just out for my evening walk. It's rather brave of me, I think, to go on an Instagram live whilst walking because any rando could come up and talk to you in the street, couldn't they? And I'll do my best to try and not trip as I cross the road. I Evening walks are kind of new for me because at the beginning of lockdown, London felt really contagious, and I didn't go out at all. I have a Fitbit, and you track your steps with your Fitbit. And at the beginning of lockdown, I was barely tracking like 500 steps. So it's a novelty for me. Now I try and get 5,000 steps in just to try to keep my blood flowing and keep my head clear. Because I don't know about you, but the other thing I find about working from home is like, you plug in the morning and you're just kind of go all day because people expect you to be online because we're all working from home. A lot of us still. They just expect you to be instantly available. So it doesn't actually allow you much freedom to go off and do a little workout or, go for a walk. But even if I did, like I have to say, like I've never historically exercised at home. So one of the things I noticed in lockdown is that it's just really hard for me to get motivated to exercise at home. I've discovered a few Instagram classes which get me moving a little bit. The other thing I did was that hey Jess, nice to see you. The other thing I did was because my flat is carpeted, I just didn't want to exercise on the carpet, if that makes sense, because it's like you don't want to sweat on your carpet. So I went out and bought a yoga mat especially, and I have to say that has helped. But I think the thing that worried me at the beginning, because before we went into lockdown, I was exercising. I mean, not that consistent, not as much as I should have done or could have done, but I definitely was exercising. So there was definitely that fear that with lockdown and not exercising, that my progress, because obviously I had been steadily losing weight since last year, that my progress would kind of go backwards. So I made an effort to try and figure it out to make sure that didn't happen. And so I think, as you probably have seen from my stories and stuff, since March I've lost, it was 7 kilos, but as of this week it's 8 kilos, which is great, without doing exercise. And it's not to say that you shouldn't exercise. Exercise is really important. It's really important to have good cardiovascular health. It's really good, especially as you get older, to have muscle definition, because it helps against osteoporosis and all those kind of things. But we're just in an exceptional time right now that you've got to figure out a way to find a balance without pushing yourself to go out and work out or feel guilty that you're not working out. And that's the whole point of the lockdown meltdown strategy, is that I'm not saying that you shouldn't exercise, but I'm saying that if you're in circumstances like we are in a global pandemic where you can't exercise, that there are other things that you can tweak and shift to make it workable for you. So that's all I really wanted to say, just to explain that I'm not anti-exercise, but I'm just not naturally an athletic person. So I really have to make the effort to move like I am now. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What have you found in lockdown? Have you found it, helpful to work from home and exercise at home? The people who I really envy are the runners who are just put the trainers on and go running for miles. I've never been that person either. So I would love to know how you found it, and I hope it's interesting to hear my perspective anyway, especially being in a big city where we're all on top of each other, and we've got to be really careful about not spreading the virus. We're not yet in a situation where we have to wear masks outside. We only have to wear masks when we go in shops, and even then some people aren't complying. But my father lives in Barcelona, and he said that they now have to wear masks outside. So that's really because they're worried about a second wave. So it's a very real thing. And we've all got to be responsible and play our part. And part of that is staying home and not having access to, facilities and things like that. The gyms are opening here on the 25th of July. So it gives me an excuse to not go to the gym for another week or so. Which I'm not massively sad about, but I will make a visit when the gym's open. But I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be complicated to feel safe and hygienic whilst you're there, because people are breathing heavily and sweating and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really interesting to see. And if anyone is in a town where the gyms are open already, I'd love to hear how it's been for you, and how you found it, and are you going back again? Are you going as often as you were going before? I'd love to hear all that stuff. So that's it for now. I hope everyone is well, and drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. Bye.